What is then the potential impact of these unlocks on the broader market?
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, so exactly. You have these insiders, these controlling shareholders. They see equity values at a 5-year high. And for the first time, they'll be able to sell some of these are new shares, so shares that came to the market within the last year or so. You would want to sell. It's the impact that this has obviously is if insiders and controlling shareholders who know these companies, if they think it's time to sell, then everyone else will as well. Minority shareholders might follow, and that really puts pressure on the shares.
Sofia, have we heard though from any shareholders specifically on what they plan? Have they put that out there that they plan to sell some of these stakes?
Yeah, exactly, David. So we had 3 companies just this morning, Will Semi, Horta Automotive, and a company called AVIT. They announced that their controlling shareholders and executives planned to sell their holdings within the next few months. And this is just the start. We're likely to get more announcements as the market as we get closer to the end of the year, because this is a requirement from the stock exchange that these intentions are disclosed. And as Tom said, 7% of the market, that is a very, very significant chunk. It's a consequence, obviously, of the government encouraging equity finance this year to discourage or to get companies away from debt, the whole kind of deleveraging theme that we've seen in the past few years.
Sofia, this is obviously one important consideration then for investors. What are analysts, though, saying about the outlook more broadly for the equity market next year here in China?
So we tentatively positive. Analysts that we've spoken to say, maybe 8% gains next year. We've had a really good year. Remember, we had a bubble in July. And China is also next year moving kind of against the rest of the world and pulling back liquidity from the financial system, which could be a problem also for a market that is very much liquidity driven. So that could be a challenge. But analysts are, the economy is doing well. You saw domestic demand in the car market as well. So tentatively positive is the message.